Hello guys, welcome and greeting into your journey learning Python. Today we will discuss working with string, manipulating string, some string functions. So let's start. Let's start with the first example. We already discussed I have a one variable, name. The value is superb, the data is superb. We retrieve the string using the loop. And the output is, it's retrieve one alphabets, one character. It's super. Okay. Now add some extra things here. We already know, and that means it's not break the lines. Okay. It's just merge the next line. It's just avoid the end. Okay. The next line must be continue with the same place. Okay. So now I print I, the dash, and sign. The output is s dot a. Let me replace here just only blank space. Okay, though I'm using here the same things here, nothing happened. It's retrieve the one value, but I just want to print in a same line. So that's why I add and blank space, and this is just for the example purpose. Now let's start concatenation operator. What is concatenate? Concatenate, that means merge two strings. I already show you this example in our first session when we introduced print function. But here, when we are discussing about string, it's must to revision these things. Okay. Now listen. Understand carefully. T and port, they are into double quotation, means string. If I execute this statement, that means it's merged two words. Okay. T and port. Same things here. The next example, 1 and 1. This 1 and 1 is not a number. It's not plus. Okay. It's not find the total. Why? Because it's in quotation. So what happened? The 1 and 1 is not 2, but the answer is 11. Okay. Why? Because it's in double quotation. It's in quotation. Quotation, that means string. Because this 1 and 1 is string basically. The same things happen here. A plus 0. That means A0, because now 0 is again a string. And if I'm not using any quotation, that means if I'm using a number integer, then it's find the total. Okay. Here, this example I already shared you multiple times, but now we are discussing string. So I add here, if I'm using number and multiplying time with the string, then it's repeat that string and number of time. Okay. Whatever number I'm explaining here. So concatenation operator is basically the plus sign. It's concate the two string. Okay, concatenation operator is plus sign. It's concate two string. Now, it is very important topic, slicing. Okay, what is the slicing? Basically, before we learn slicing, I have want to share you some one important things. When we are writing a Python, it's create an index. How this index work? For us, always number start with the 1, but for the string, it start with the 0. That means whenever we save the data equal to Python, the P index is 0. That means we can say like that P is a 0 position. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So whenever I say I want to retrieve my T. So T, that means second position, not the third position. If I want to retrieve the first value, then it's not the first, it's a 0 value. Let's learn with the examples what happened here before the slicing. I have a one string Python and I want to print S. Okay, so what happened? S, that means it's print the same value Python, but I want to print only the single character, so I have to use our index number in the square bracket. 0, that means it's print P. Okay, why? Again I show you here. Why? Because 0 is a starting, that means first value. Third, H. Why? Because 0, 1, 2, and 3. 3 is the H. Okay, so before we go for the slicing, you must understand these things. Keep in your mind, whenever we are retrieving the string, okay, it starts with the 0 index. If I want to print N, then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, one more example. If I print 1, then it's print second value. Fine. So now index always start with like this. Here I want to add one more thing, reverse indexing. -1, -2, okay. Now this -1, -2, this value is -3, this is -4, -5, I think it's confusing. Let me remove this one. Just a second, it is necessary. Okay, I'm not. And this is 6. Now is it clear? Okay, now it's much better. Now, okay, so that means last value is start with the -1. Okay, it's a -1. O means -2. Then -3, -4. So if I'm writing here index value -1, so of course it's printing the last value. Okay, it's printing the last value. Okay, let me copy and paste in the next line. What happens if I'm writing the plus value? Okay, what happens if I'm writing the plus value? It starts with the index here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So what happened? Y is printed. Okay, minus is for reverse. Okay, in the starting always with the 0. Don't be confused. That's why I'm sharing both in here. If I say -2, what happened? -2 means from the reverse. Okay, -2, that means O. Okay, if I say -6, that means first value P. Okay, so in the go with the backward, go with the reverse, index start with the minus. If you go in the front, the index start with the 0. Okay, one more example. If I'm telling here a +3, that means H. Okay, and one more time -3, that means again H. Okay, so don't be confused. Why? Because H is the third position from the front, and from the minus is also at -3rd position. Look at here. Okay, so don't be the confused. Okay, don't see the output, count the index. Okay, if you use the minus, start with -1 in the front. Okay, in the starting with the 0. Okay, now let's see what is slicing. Okay, if I want to retrieve this only one value 0, that means A, -1, it's G. Okay, we know the slicing. Now, look at here examples. I want to start with 0, colon sign and ending index. So it start with the 0. 0 is a A. And end with the 3. Like a for loop, it's not include 3. It stop at the second value. That means 0, 1 and 2. Okay, that means it's a 0, 1 and 2. It's not include the last value. It's not include the third. The loop start, that means we say the index start with 0, 1 and 2 value. Okay, so 0, 1 and 2, A and A, 0, 1 and 2. That's only the output. Okay, in next example, 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3 and 4. The second value is 0, 1 and 2. A, Z, I. A, Z, I. Because second index, third index and fourth index. And index start with the 0. Okay. Now, what happened here? It start with 2. Okay, and default I'm not mentioning here any value. So by default it's increment by 1. Now I'm telling increment by 2. The next value is 4. Next value is 4. And we know that 6 is not included, as like here 5 is not included, here 3 is not included. The value is A and I. Why? Because A is the second value and 4th is I index. Okay, is it clear? Now let's run one more example. W, into the square bracket. If I say 0, 2, so it start with the 0 and stop at the second position. ANN. Okay, let's change this here. I want to start with 3 and stop at the 5. So basically it's done third and fourth. So Z and I. 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Right? Now, next. Now here I am not mentioning any starting value. So default it start with the 0. Okay, that means it start with the 0, 1 and 2. Start with 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so 0 is A and E. A and E. If I am not mentioning the starting value, it's go to the up to the end. It start with the position 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. It start with the position 3 and go up to the end. Okay. If I'm skip the last value, if I'm skip the end position, it's go to the end value. But if I'm mentioning not front value, it start with the 0. Okay. Now, one more example. Okay, the same things, but I'm trying the same things in a simple print statement for the example purpose. And for more understanding, there is multiple way we can use this amazing W. So it starts with the 0 and print first 3 characters, 0, 1 and 2. And here it starts with the third position, go up to the last character. So it's amazing. Okay, here I'm not giving the starting value, I'm not giving the ending value, only I mention increment. So it's print from the start up to the end, increment by 1. Same things happen here. If I'm not mentioning starting value, ending value, that means it start from the first, go to the last item, last number, increment by 2. Okay, let's add here one more example. Print W, it's my variable name, colon, and key. Okay. It starts with the 1, increment by 3, and again increment by 3. Okay, and in the string function, now I want to introduce a function. Okay, it's a string function. I have a variable s, the value is Python 1, 2, 3. In the first function, it's a capitalize. Capitalize, it's convert the string into the capitalize. That means only first alphabet is capital. I want to add here one more. S dot upper. Okay, S dot upper. What happened here? If I run in the second line, the string converted into the uppercase. So what capitalize do? It's only upper the first word, first character, not the word, only first character. Okay, the same we have a lower function, variable name dot lower. My s is a variable name, so s dot upper, s dot capitalize. If your variable name different, say variable name dot lower. So it's converted into the lower case. Now, this is the is function. Okay, it's written the boolean. We can see here, it's written the boolean, is upper or lower. It's showing that is the string is alphanumerical. That means in this string, there is alphabets and there is number also. So it's written the true value. Our third print statement returns the true value. Yes, because alphabets is also there, number is also there. Now we check, is alpha? It's written false. Why? Because it's not only the alphabets, it's there included number also. Is digit? It's there only the digits? No. Is that string as well as digits? Is lower? It's written true. Yes, it's in lower case. Okay. Is upper? It's written false. No, it's not upper. Okay. Let's change the value and see the output. Now, look at here. Is alphanumerical? Yes. Is alphabets? Yes. Is digit? False. Is lower? False. Is upper? Yes. Okay. It's a very basic function, but we use in our day-to-day life multiple times. So I shared here. You just try here multiple value and run and check the outputs for better understanding. It's enough for this session. See you in the next class.